Hi guys, welcome back to Allotment Diggers. Well, I'm breathless, and the reason why I'm breathless because I've just finished putting the cabbages in. You get to see them right at the end of the video. However, I've been doing other things this week. For instance, I've been working on my brother's plot, and I've been sorting his well, he's not been on for a while. I think I let slip in the video the reason why. But what I'm going to do now is show you what his plot looked like. Then I'm going to hit it with a strimmer. However, we had problems with the strimmer. You get to see what problem it was and how I resolved it in this first clip. So let me show you what we've been doing.
Hi guys, well, we got lucky with this thing here. This is the head off the strimmer. Now what happened was, I don't know if you can see that. Well, you probably can now, it's in focus. But that snapped off, making that useless. I priced it up. It's for an eco. Now this is the actual strimmer. It's a GT-2150 SI. Now if you look them up in the States, they're about, believe it or not, 250 to 300 quid for one of these, which makes these extremely costly. I could have bought a strimmer for what it costs for that. In fact, that cost me £49. So it's been sitting in me on a table at home for what, 5 months. Anyway, I come to fit it yesterday, and oh my god! Now that there is a 10mm. That's a 10mm screw. That one is 8mm. And I knew straight away they ain't going to take that back after 5 to 6 months. Anyway, I thought maybe I can take the back plate off, and then I realised it's broke. Anyway, I was all despaired, and I realised if I can flip that little piece out and push inside there's a screw, and the same on that one. If I can push it through the other side, maybe I could get it to work. Well, blow me, I managed to do it. Flip that little clip plate off there, push it's set in an housing, it's like a little nut. Anyway, I pushed it through, and blow me, it was the same one as that, so I managed to repair it. So yeah, there's my strimmer. Just topped it up with some petrol and some 2-stroke bit of wire there if I run out, some gloves, my pants so I don't get covered in stuff, them to protect my eyes, that to line my stomach, coffee, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit my brother's plot. And in fact, I'm going to take it over there now. So like I say, that's all fixed, thank God. Just hope it starts. Well, this is my brother's plot, and what I'm going to do is hit it with the weed whacker in a bit. I'll do the path here, and then I do all around the orchard. You can see the blossoms are everywhere, so I'm going to whack all this down right up to the end of the orchard here. Then I'll whack all this down later on in the week. I'm not going to do it all today. I'll cover it with some sheets once I've whacked it down, and then we'll take it from there. Unfortunately, he can't do it. His problems at home. His daughter's in a coma. He's lost his grandson, and well, basically he's lost his heart to do this. So I'm doing it. Once I've got it all whacked back, the old fella's going to be taking over for a while. But his chickens are getting well looked after. In the orchard, well, you can see apples, pears, plums, you know, cherries, the whole 9 yards. But I'm going to whack all this lot back, so you see how it is now. And we'll get stuck in later. I'm going to have a cup of coffee before I do anything. Right, onwards and upwards. Well guys, we've whacked it all back. I'm just going to let it dry out there. Probably rake it up later. What I'm going to do though, I've got some more of this black ball. It's green plastic. I'm going to cover that half this year. This half I'm going to open up and turn it over. Yeah, as you can see, it's Took a lot of work to do this, I tell you. My weed whacker, it's got a real good working out. Did the path. All that lobelia was growing on the path. I've had to do that. I've done this side as well. But all this is good to go, this. It's just that side there what I need to kill. Now, I would normally not recommend using weed killer, but that is couch grass, mare's tail, and all really, really bad deep rooted weeds, so I might kill that half all down here. I'll stop. Here's the boundary here between the orchard and the plot, but that side is the side I'm going to kill there, and we'll open this side up. I've got all that to sort out up there as well yet, but yeah, there's my old coal frame. Sorry about my hands shaking, I've been strimming all morning. It's like I still feel it vibrate in my hand, but yeah. This is my brother's plot. You don't even know I've done it. Don't really think he's too bothered at the moment, but yeah, at least we got it all cut. I'll leave it for hopefully today. It'll all this will dry up. I mean, look, you come down here, and there we go. As you can see, it needs raking. I'll do that later. I use that to gather all that. It's a lot of grass. Still, it's all cut. We've done the first strimming. I go over that with a lawnmower around the orchard. The rest of it, well, we're going to cover it. We're going to open this side. We're going to cover that side. I'm going to kill everything in that side with a bit of weed killer. I know I don't normally use it, but no choice with that because it's couch grass, bindweed, mare's tail. So we're gonna give that a good hammering. But yeah, that's what we've been doing this morning. Strimming all the paths and all the orchard. So that's my brother's plot. Sort of under control for now. So yeah, we got it all trimmed. I will be putting some weed killer down, but it's too windy to do out at the moment. And the reason why I'm putting it down is because it's got mare's tail, couch grass, bindweed, knotweed. It's got everything in it, all the wrong things, and it needs killing off. But we've got one half that we can work with, and I'll be working with that very shortly. Yeah. We also took the grapevine which was in this greenhouse here, and we took that over as well, and you're going to see me putting it into his greenhouse now. So let's get all back over there and show you what else we've been doing. Well guys, this is the grapevine I'm going to be giving my brother. I'm going to get it over to his greenhouse. Now it's very windy today, I've got to be careful how I move this. I end up breaking it if I'm not careful. Anyway, be right back when we get over there, but yeah, this is what I'm giving him. Well, we got it in there. Now I've got to get it planted. Just move the wheelbarrow out of the way. Got another problem as well, I've just noticed on my camera there, the shutter ain't shutting when I turn the camera off.
So now I've got to check, make sure the lens is clear every time. 800 quid camera that. Yeah, never rains without it pours. Yeah, they are geese, you can hear. So there we go, we've tied it in there. So it's all we've got to do now. Let's tip a load of, give it a drink of water, and I think we'll be good to go. So yeah, the soil in this greenhouse is very dry, so I'm really going to give it a good soaking. What we will be doing is adding some tomatoes in here as well eventually. So yeah, this is its new home. This is it's a black grape. It's not a black Hamburg. It's one what was bought in B&Q a few years back. A friend of mine gave it me, and I was going to put it in my greenhouse, but you know, it's where it is now. It's where it's going to stay, I think. Right, job's a good one. I'm out of here. So the grapevine's in. We will be putting tomatoes into his greenhouse very shortly. As you will see, I've got quite a few tomatoes. I was coming on to do my cabbages, however I got distracted. I had to go and fix the girls' toilets. Apparently they left the door open and the wind basically ripped it out of the frame, so I had to fix that before I mean, then someone's panel, another friend of mine, Dave, his front of his shed got ripped off, and me and Mike fixed that. So I managed to get back on my plot. I thought, what I better do now before I end up having to crop all the cabbages in the greenhouse is do a tour of the plot. So that's what I've got in store for you now. I'm going to take you around the plot and I'm going to show you where I'm going to be putting these cabbages. So with that, let's show you what the plot looks like. Well guys, it's a glorious day today. As you can see, not a cloud in the sky. Still got this easterly wind blowing. It's not as bad as it has been. We've been getting gusts up to 40 miles an hour.
constant speeds of 17 to 20 mile an hour. It's been horrendous. But as you come down on the plot, you're going to see a few things which have been happening. Changes, a lot of flowers have died back now. I do need to put the liners in these baskets. I've left them to now before all the birds tend to use this for nesting material. And as you can see, they've been chomping away there. So I've not put the new liners into these pots. They go all the way along. There's another 2 over there. This is the time of year you've got to be on your guard for the lily beetle. And well, they're normally all over these lilies. I've not got any bite marks out of them, so that's a good sign. But you'll start to see little like holes in your lilies, and as you can see, these ones are perfect at the moment. But it doesn't take the lily beetle too long to destroy something that good. So you've got to be on your guard. I did see one in here the other day. I'd got it, but they've got a trick, and what they normally do when you go to grab them, they fall. They just sort of fall backwards off the plant, and they land upside down. Now, when they land upside down, you can't see them because they're black against black, but they're actually when they're the right way up, they're bright red, so you can't miss them really. But yeah, these lilies have not got a single one on them at the moment. I'd love to show you one, but no, there's none there, so that's good. Anyway, I do need to bring this table forward 6 to 8 inches. Anyway, let's go in these greenhouses here. I'm a bit out of breath here, guys, today. Bloody don't do eat, so you have to bear with me, huffing and puffing around the plot. This is some Astilbe. In fact, we've got some better Astilbe over there. I'll show you that in a bit. Right, let's come in here. I'm not showing you me topping these up yet, but I've topped these 5 potatoes up here, and these ones are, well, they won't be far short of topping. So you got the Aaron Pilot's already over the top of the bucket, so you got the Penton Javelin. Now these will be going out next week. I've got to find somewhere to put them. You can see all the trays here. It's just a mass of trays. It's like a seed factory at the moment. Did some more sunflowers, some beetroot, just sold them, and 2.5 days ago, was it 3 days ago, I sold some of these lettuce. And he also sold some peppers. Well, you can see the lettuce has flown up, which is more surprising because that was the seed from 2010. It's what's the lettuce? I can't see that. I think it's iceberg. It might be iceberg. Is that an I? Oh, never mind. I think it's iceberg. So yeah. Then we've got these elephant leeks. The grapevine's doing well inside the greenhouse. There's Manny. There's a grapevine along this side full of fruits, and then again across the roof. Right, let's come out of there and let's go into this greenhouse. Well, you can see the money maker there. You can see cherry tomatoes there. You can see Miranda there. There's a lot of different tomatoes. These kale, all year round collies. There's Ladiva, cucumbers. There's Telepa, cucumbers. There's some Brussels sprouts there what need pricking out. There's like 2 in, and I need to get them out from where they are there because they're in the shade. However, we've already got some more which it's been in here for a long time. And you got some Savoy cabbage. These all need to go out. I'm going to try and get them out today if I can. Some celery, beautiful celery. It is absolutely awesome, that. Then you got all the cosmos, which is doing well. Over there we got the Sweet Million tomatoes, they're doing okay. And then you got the 2 gutters of peas. And oh, we got some catnip. I sold that about 2 days ago, and it's already coming up now, so that's good. Let's get out this greenhouse because it's like it's taking my breath away. So here's something else we did. I tied these things up because they were flopping in the wind. In that wind, it was like 30 mile a bloody hour, 40 mile an hour. There was like whips in the wind, so I tied these up, and you know, they're okay. These strawberries are not doing too clever. There's a few strawberry flowers on there. I'm surprised really. I've neglected this bed, and I can't do naught about it because I can't get any more strawberries. But we're going to stick with these this year. Next year we'll change these strawberries. And there's a lot of runners here all over. I never took them out. I just left them in last year. I was doing other things. As you can see, all the daffodils are dying back now. Once these are gone, you'll see the I'm trying to think what they are. The gooseberries. Gooseberry there, and there's a currant over there. But all along the borders now, you can see the sedum coming up. There's a couple of Afghan poppies there, really big things here. Bloody lupins managed to get in on the act. This is Stilby. Oh, I forgot to mention, you got a load of tulips down here as well, which I put in late. Then you got the Stilby here. Let's come down here, get a bit lower. This is absolutely awesome. I think this is pink as Stilby. You can get it in red and white. And I've got it either side of the path, and obviously we've got the sedum here and the sedum there, and you see them everywhere. Right. These are all me currants in here. I've got a load of currants. You can probably guess that we like currants. Smoothies. Okay, there's the more currants there. They're red. The white ones are just getting the leaves on them now. It's weird how they're always the last to get the leaves on them. Anyway, they've got the leaves on them. I do need to take these canes out inside the greenhouse there, which I forgot to mention yet again. I have actually got some raspberry canes what need to go, and I'm going to put them in there. Again, we get the dahlias coming up shortly. Again, more lupins there, and all the way along now, starting to come up, you can see the gladiolas, and they go all the way around the beds. There's some more beautiful tulips there, 2 different varieties what we sold in that pot. When they die back, I'm going to stick some Stilby in, some cosmos in there, and there will be some cosmos in here. These are all dying back now. You see what the sun's done. It's just, that's a beautiful tulip, purple, deep purple, favourite group. That there's dying back, but there's a few more coming up. That's probably the stupidest place to have a Golden Delicious apple tree, but it's been there for a while. It's snapped in half. I fixed it, and well, it's doing all right. It's right behind the greenhouse as well. I'm not really minded about shade. I don't think it's going to do now for a few years, and I can still move it because it's in a bucket. If you look down there, you can see the bucket that it's in, so I can move it if I need to move it. Anyway, let's crack on. All these currants are just, currant bushes are just full of currants. This is rosemary, and it smells lovely. Rhubarb. You know, the more I take out, the worse it gets. This again, I need to take some around from these gooseberries here. These are me apple trees, and they're just full of blossoms. This is a peach. There's blossoms on that as well. It's a toss-up who gets the pears, peaches, me or the squirrels. Again, these are gooseberries drafted onto some tree stock, and if you look, you can see the gooseberries on these ones, all on them, and they're white, I think they're black, and then ones are white, so I've got to take all this rhubarb away from around them. DL. We'll get in there in a bit. That's my rose. That'll be full of beautiful red flowers very shortly. I need to cut them down as well. I don't. That's a. I'm not too sure what that one is. It's a pear. It's going crazy. Again, this year I wanted them to grow really well, so this year it'd be giving them all haircut, these trees. Again, we come down here. More lupins. Now that's you can see here on some of these lilies, you got little holes. So where there's holes, there will be the lily beetle, and I can see a lily beetle. There's a lily beetle. There you go. It's gonna fall. There we go, got it. So that's the lily beetle. Horrible things, and what they normally do is, well, it's fallen off, but I'll get you again, you bugger. They fall upside down, and that's what that one's done. It's fallen upside down, and I can't see where it is. But they decimate your lilies. Again, in this bed here, we've got a whole host of currants. These are black. That's another black currant. You get the idea. We do like black currants. If you look through there, you can see some beautiful tulips. That's a nice tulip there. All the daffodils have all died back now. You look here, there's another. These are nice tulips. You look through there, and you can see. I mean, it's not for other people to see. It's for me to see, and this is what I like little things like that. You can see the tulips growing through them, and there's about 3 or 4 varieties there. And you've got the lupins here, and there's still a few daffodils there. This rosemary's got loads of beautiful little flowers on. This here's a fig, and it's coming back to life, although there is a rose in there as well. You'll see that later on this year. Some golden oregano. And there's some bloody sorrel and mint down there as well. Another blueberry. I've got a few blueberries. I don't want to go down there because there's a bird nesting down there, so. But all the cosmos, I'm going to be sticking them into these buckets here eventually. Right, let's go into this greenhouse. Now these are where I've got, well, I've got a lot of sowing and what have you to do, pricking out. But these are all me sunflowers, little Leo. I did do another some more there. We've got some pricking out with tomatoes there. We've got some, I think they're bell peppers. Again, there's some more peppers over there, tomatoes. In that big tray there is Zabroon banana shallots, and just behind it, coming up now, are the incredible F1 corn. We did an experiment. It's not worked, and that's an Armour and Scarlet Emperor runner beans, and we put them in there about 4 days ago, and nothing's come up. And I don't think they would come. Well, it was a test because the seed was from 2000, I think it was 8. I just thought I'd give it a go. I will start some proper ones. I've got lots of seed, and it's not too late to sow them. Again, we got some. I just done some pumpkins. We've got Atlantic Giant. We've got Big Macs, Patipois, Big Macs, Alicante, Atlantic Giant. Yuki Ku or something, it's another pumpkin. These are more cucumbers. We obviously we took the grape out of here, and what I do is get one of them, like it's like a brush, like a mop, and I want to do the outside of the greenhouse. It's not the inside which is dirty, it's the outside. I've got to get all these buckets out, got to get that fire out, and get all my canes in here and then start putting my tomatoes in here very shortly. The wind's starting to pick up again now. It's been really bad all week. Here's my broad beans. They're okay. I've got a lot to stick in and I'm going to be doing it very shortly. I took the tops off my dahlias. You can probably see them 2 buckets there, that's me Lucifer, that's doing really well. They're doing really well, I should say. Elephant garlic. These nets are coming off here probably today. It's just to keep the cats. The cats won't go underneath that because they don't like it on the back. There my girls. Let's see if she's laid an egg. The bluebell we're talking about. Yeah, well she has. You can't see it because it's dark, but she's laid an egg on top of the nest box there. Little bugger. I put her in the nest box to lay an egg. She come out, she jumps up on there and she's laid another egg up there. She's laid every egg that she's laid 5 eggs up there so far. Inside the nest box, there's 2 of them laying, so I've got 3 birds laying at the moment. Like I say, it's the big white ones are laying, the grey ones laying, and the black ones laying. That one there has dug herself a hole, a great escape. She's having a bath there, dusting herself off. Look at that. I don't know if you can see her there. Living the life of Lara. She's asleep as well. She's gone to sleep. So she's fast asleep in a hole. It's a lot cooler there as well. Oh, would you believe it? What are you doing? You silly bugger. Who said chickens can't fly, guys? Well, there you go. You've just seen one. Right. So, like I said, I took all the tops off the dahlias. And there's 1 or 2's just starting to pop up now, which is good. Some more tulips along here and a lemon balm. This is me loquat. I brought it out. I had it behind Mannet and it's suffered. It's really suffering, but hopefully bringing it out here where it should have been in all along, it might pick up. It took me 4 years to grow that and I've killed it by sticking it behind the bloody mannequin, and it's not been able to get any sunlight. My own fault. You might notice the wheelbarrows. There's a wheelbarrow here and a wheelbarrow over there. Well, and it was full of wood chip. I'll put that on my brother's plot. Come in here, in that pond there, it's crawling with tadpoles. This is lemon balm. The fig's making a stand. Come back. Again, some more tulips there. The rose, what's normally underwater, has now dried out and it's got leaves on it, so I didn't kill it. Still haven't drilled a hole in the bottom of the bucket though. The bay tree's looking good. Here's another gooseberry, which is doing absolutely wonderful in that bucket. And there is another blueberry over there. All that water what was in there I've tipped into here, guys. I just set this up last night. I found my net, so I stuck it on, and I will be putting my cabbages in here now, because if I was to stick the cabbages in this bed without that net on, in that tree there is about 6 or 7 wood pigeons, and they love young brassicas. This is where I'm going to stick. Well, I'm going to stick some peas here, and I'll stick a load of stuff here at the back of it. However, these are going to have to disappear. These are more blueberries. I've got to divide that one. There's 2 blueberries in that bucket, and once I've cleared that shed out there, I can get to the ericaceous soil which is inside the grow house, and then I'm going to redo this and split them up. Golden Gourmet and the red sun shallots are doing okay. Just in front of them, the Stuttgarter and the Red Baron onions are doing okay. I'm going to stick some more onions in. Coming down here, well, the Solent and Porcelain White is doing wonderful, although I'm going to give them a drink of Oh God, I can't think what it is now. It's right on the tip of my tongue as well. Not ammonium sulfate. Epsom salts. Yeah, it just brightened the leaves up as well. So there's a few hundred in there. But then again, we do like our garlic. Sorry. Like I say, Solent here, porcelain there. You can probably see the difference in the leaves. One's slightly wider than the other. This chair is going to be painted. Oh, by the way, down here is my cages for me, which I'm going to be putting on them buckets over there with the dahlias, and the dahlias will grow up inside them rather than flopping all over. But back to this chair. This chair is going to the front of the plot. The chair what's up there is going to there, and that one's going to get carted. As you can see, the bed, all the paths are all cleared. Over the years, the scaffolding boards have got buried, and what I'm going to do now is put more scaffolding boards on top, and then just keep bringing bring the allotment up off the ground, because it's very low down here. Well, this ain't, but all along the back here is this. Well, I'm sort of in the bottom of a bowl, so yeah. Anyway. Won't be long before these snowdrops. I'll be taking the tops off, and then I'll put another layer of wood chip over the top and let them fade into the ether until next January. All these trees are full of those sort of bumblebee there, flying around pollinating my trees. So there we go. Well, that's the back part anyway, and as you can see, the trees all along are all got the leaves on it, and these ones are starting now. These ones are always the last ones to get the leaves. Some peacock butterflies over there, red admirals, there's all sorts of things. I think that's a red admiral that's just landed on the path there. Anyway, quite a lot of butterflies. I know it looks a lot green here, but you've got to remember these are all fruit trees. People say, why'd you grow so many flowers, Mark? Well, I've got lots of fruit trees, and what I'm trying to do is attract all the pollinators. Anyway, you can see the flag giving some. I just noticed on the feeders there's a couple of blue tits, and they're the ones what are in the nest box, so that's why I didn't go where I went. All these full of blossoms. Anyway, the wind's probably playing out now, but it's been like that all week, and it's actually calm today, but we've had gusts up to 30-40 mile an hour and constant winds of 17 to 20 mile an hour, like I just said. I love repeating myself. But there we go. I'll leave you with that prospect. There's the flag giving it some. Love that flag up there.
So as you see, the greenhouses are absolutely choking with stuff to go out, and I managed to find my nets yesterday. I had to do a quick repair on the bed that I'm going to put the cabbage in, because a part of it's been broken for a while anyway. I fixed that. You're going to see how I fixed it. I'm going to show you what I did. Then I'm going to show you me planting me cabbages. So the cabbages are finally going in. So let me show you how I actually plant my cabbages, and excuse the kerfuffle where I'm stamping everything down, firming the ground for the cabbages. Anyway, let's get down there and I'll run these clips and I'll show you me put me cabbages in.
Well, hopefully this is the Enviromesh that I've been looking for to cover my brassicas. I've got a lot of this, but there's one piece that I cut to size and it's perfect, so I'm not going to go chopping any more up. I hope this is it, so we're going to see anyway. I'm going to stick it on me over me bed, and I've got like a frame it just sort of sits on. Anyway, we won't know until we get it set up, so I'm going to take it down there now. I'll show you a set up if it's the right one. If it isn't, well, it's back to the drawing board. Well, it turns out that is the mesh. However, the wood's broke there, so I've got to put another piece of wood in here,
put some nails so I can nut this on, and then this will be right. I'm definitely not going to leave it like that, because pigeons just walk straight in and out themselves to the brassicas. But yeah, it's the right net, everything's right, as you can see, fits perfect. These are gutters, I think they're 4 metres, or just short of 4 metres. I've got a couple more down there, so I could make another bed here if I wanted to, but once the brassicas get to the top, I just take the net off then, and the wood pigeons will leave the bigger, they leave the more mature brassicas. What they want are the basically the saplings. They love the small brassicas, baby brassicas, and we'll go through them like, well, they just munch straight through them. But they will eat big brassicas as well, but if I take them off when they touch the top of the nets, I think we'll be good to go. Anyway, I've got to just put a piece of wood there, so I've got to find a piece of wood to do that. That's going to be fun. So as you can see, I've got the net on the bed now, so I can put my cabbages in here. That was a cheap fix, just a piece of wood, a couple of stakes banged in the ground, and I've got these like little hooks where I can hook the net on, and it just stops the wood pigeons from crawling on in there. So that's the frame. Tomorrow I'm going to be putting the cabbages in here, but you'll see that later on in the video. But yeah, we've got the bed all ready. I do need to walk the walk, do the penguin walk. I've tilled it all, although it is quite firm, the soil anyway, and brassicas like firm soil. They also like the pH to be high. They like a neutral pH of about 7. I'm going to be putting lime in there as well, underneath the plants and around the plants as well. They do love lime, and it also, the lime helps with the club root. So yeah, you could say club foot. I think that's where they got the idea from actually, but yeah, club root. So yeah, I'll probably be putting 5 cabbages in a row, grown pretty tightly, and they support each other. Anyway, we'll come back to this, but yeah, that was the cheap fix there. Like I say, it was all broke. Someone had actually stood on it, and these not lasted. They don't last forever, these scaffolding boards, but as you can see, it's looking pretty good. Well guys, these are me cabbages. I've got some Mozart, got some Candace, and I've got some Savoy cabbage to go in here. And as you see, let's grab 1 or 2. Looking pretty healthy. Just starting to come out the bottoms now, so you got to be careful. Sorry about the dodgy camera work, guys. Yeah, that's another Mozart. So I don't know how many I've got. Probably got 10 of each, maybe dozen of each. I've actually got some sprouts there what needs to go in as well, but we'll see. And I've also got the celery to go in, and it's just moving things around and getting things organised. I've got a load of collies and stuff like that, more sprouts. We've got these all year round collies. What are these ones? We've got this broccoli here. We've got more collies there, more broccoli. Them big collies. Big Brussels sprouts there. They need to go out as well, and so do the. I mean, just look at these here. This celery. You can see now. Now that's what you call celery. Absolute beautiful, and it needs to go out too. So we'll be sticking these out shortly. Then got to start thinking about all this cosmos, and also these peas here.
We keep a bucket of water in here for humidity. And again, tomatoes are doing well here, as they're doing well just over here. So anyway, that's what we're getting put out today. So I've got to get them down to the back of the plot and get them in the beds. First things first though, I see me flask there, so I'm going to have a nice cup of coffee. Maybe a blast on me inhaler. Well, we took the net off, so let's have at it. Well, walk the walk. So the ground's quite firm there. I'm just going to rake it flat, and then we can start getting the cabbages in. Always firm your ground in with cabbages. They like firm ground. If you don't, they'll flop over and they'll bite the weenie. Well, I've got my lime handy and everything handy. These bloody keys here keep weighing me coat out, me pocket down. Stick them on the end there. Right. Well, here's the first one, guys. Good hard firming down. Beautiful roots on them, just ready to almost pot bound, but they're not.
So that's the first of many. Do 4 in a row. Quite big.
Well, I've got two more Savoy. So I'm going to put 2 Savoy in a row and a Candice 2 in a row, and then I put the rest of the Candice cabbages behind them. And then we got the Mozart to stick in as well. But spacing about 14 inches apart, I think that's enough. And what I'll do is in the sides, in the borders, I grow some radish and stuff like that. But yeah, it's hard work. Anyway, let's get planting. Put the 2 Candice in the middle, and then either side flanking it. Yep, Candice, that's what they are. Beautiful root systems there. Real good firming in, guys. That's what you need. Can't really see much here because bloody plank's in the way, but I assure you. Yeah. Now it's not rained in here for about 2.5 weeks yet. The beds are lovely and damp, and that's because I tipped a bucket of water which is at the side. There's a big blue bucket there and it was full to the top, and I basically soaked the bed in it the other night. So they've got really damp beds to sit in to start off with. So, you know, even if I didn't water them it wouldn't matter because the ground is so damp. However, we'll water them. Lime in. That one's a bit dry. So these are the Mozart. Take the 31st leaves off, I don't need them. They just rotted anyway. You can't see that, but when I threw them
them pots then, they landed in the other ones. Now that would have been a good clip. Never mind. Worms everywhere. Not this time. Got 2 more there, but if I put 2 here, that means I'm taking a lot of space up. So what I might do is squeeze them in. No, I won't. I'll move them. Put 2 more there. Right, there we go, very last one, in it goes. Bit more lime round it. All I need to do now is water them in, put the nets back and leave them to it. Perfect. So I'm going to stick the nets back on them, and I think I put this celery at the end, right at the very other end there. I put the celery, which is almost ready to, well, it is ready to go out now. But yeah, we got the cabbages in. We got Candice, Mozart, and we got Savoy. And once I put the nets on them, they'll be safe as houses from them bloody wood pigeons. If you're going to put brassicas in this time of year, make sure you got nets on them, guys, as you'll lose every last one of them. Job's a good one. So they're all tucked up, safe as houses in there. I'll take it off the stand and have a proper look. Move that over there. Oh well. That's why they get broke, guys. That's why my camera have buggered the lens on it. Not the lens, the shutter. Never mind. Have to buy another one, I think. But as you can see, they're the cabbages, all safe as houses. We'll put the celery down there.
but not today, guys, because I'm out of breath. And when I'm out of breath, that's when I stop. Well, guys, there's a reason why I put the nets over my brassicas, and there's the reason right there. Sat above the brassicas in the Bramley. You obviously can't get to the brassicas, but that and its kind would take every single brassica, every single cabbage out within 24 hours if it could get under the nets. And yeah, you'd have to take my word for it. Just span the camera out a bit, and if you just look there, there's where the brassica cage is, and just above, it's that bugger there. Rat with wings. Hey dear. Typical wood pigeon, casing the place out. So there we go. Like I say, the Mozart is music to my ears. It's in. I've still got some, what they call them. I'm looking at them there. It's Brussels sprouts. I've still got the sprouts to put in, and I've also got about 20 celery. So they'll be going in at the other end of the bed eventually. So yeah, that's what we've been doing so far this week. I have done lots of seed sowings. I've got lots of pricking out. You've seen all this stuff here, but you haven't seen me pricking it out, and you haven't seen me doing different things with it all. I will come back to this lot. Like I say, we're running out of space in this greenhouse. I do need to start clearing this greenhouse out, so I can get my tomatoes in. My tomatoes are all ready to rock and roll. I've got all my canes in my shed. I thought I had to go and buy some more canes, but when I went in the shed there, I noticed at the back there's about 40-50 new canes, so I don't have to waste any more money. I could actually reach them. So I had a look what I've got, and I've got enough for this greenhouse and that greenhouse, and we've got enough for the other greenhouse there. I might need some for the other greenhouse over on my brother's plot, but yeah. So next episode I'll probably show you what we did with the potatoes, how I topped them up, and it might not even be in there in the next episode. I might get rid of them, because I'm thinking of putting some tomatoes in there. And like I say, we've got a lot more seeds sowing. There's a lot more things coming up, and I've got to start clearing all these daffodils away, getting ready for the cosmos. Never ending. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, leave a comment. I might be a bit slow at replying just the last couple of days. I've not been feeling too good. But yeah, I will get back to it. I'll answer every message what was posted up on the video, or the last video. I've got through quite a lot, but there's a few more there still to respond to. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. You all stay safe, and I'll see you back here next time for some more of the same. So goodbye for now.